Mac Miller's posthumous album Circles just dropped. I'll tell you what I think about it next. But just listen to this though. On the Larry Fisherman side, the production featuring Conway.
Scraping the side of that pot up.
Rest in peace.
Rose gold dweller, put your watch up.
Mac Miller.
I got hit in my top when I got shot up, but I know niggas hit in the leg and never got up. Griselda bitch, we just want the money, fuck the fame. Them rap niggas see us and they tuck their chains. It's Conway, you know the fucking name. You said it was your year last year and still nothing changed. No nigga jock like this. I got legends scratching their head, gotta rearrange their top 5 list, you heard? My little shooter on Percocets. I'm only 99%, I ain't perfect yet. I fuck the bitches niggas wishing I ain't buy a bitch a Birkin yet. Pussy so wet, I can surf in that. Water ready in the pot, put the work in that. Watch how it lock up on the surface when I'm working that. 50 shot fold up, I can work with that. How you in fucking ICU with a surgeon at? I heard the track, then I murdered that. That's why they know my name where they speak German at. I'm from the hood serving crack, I emerged from that. I was out lurking with a Mac, then I merged with Mac. Burning wax in the back of the Maybach with the curtain back. Machine bitch, this is murder rap.
You know what I mean? This is probably the first time I had found out that Mac Miller could produce. Like Larry Fisherman with the Conway joint. Who the fuck is Larry Fisher? Is that the name of the song? Then I figured this shit out. Crazy ass beat. I'm about to do a quick edit. What's poppin' is your boy Mike Powers live from the hottest block on the internet where the video is free but the conversation is expensive. You heard? See me in the brown hoodie. Why do I always rock the brown hoodie? Number one, my brother bought this joint for me. And this is my favorite hoodie. It made me feel comfortable. I like to feel comfortable when I'm bringing the shit to y'all. So that's why you see the brown hoodie again. You're going to see a whole lot more of it. Mac Miller dropped Circles, the posthumous release. And I really didn't know what to expect. Let me tell you about my background with Mac Miller. First of all, Nike's on my feet. Really felt that song, and he just after that never got on my radar enough to really start checking him out. It's so much stuff we could listen to out here, and I just never went back and back and back to mess with Mac Miller. I heard the joint, this Larry Fisherman joint with Conway. I had that on repeat. I knew I needed to go check out more of it. I just never got a chance to. Now, sadly, Mac Miller is not with us any longer due to a drug overdose, and I knew he'd been with Ariana Grande, who has her issues with being around dudes that's in trouble. Some say that she might be the cause of the trouble, but we're not getting into nothing messy today. This is all about the album Circles. I want to talk about specific songs on the album, and then I want to give you a broad overview. First song on the album, Circles, is a beautiful song, great positive message. This is a little bit different than what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe boom bap, East Coast style. It's not that. Is this a rap album? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Complicated is the second song on the album. It's a banger. It's not much more I can say about that. Next up, Blue World. I'd heard people talking about this cut, saying how hard it was. I listened to it. Let me explain to you what I heard. It is rapping. It borderlines on the melodic with the singing. It's in its own lane. And Mac Miller handles himself masterfully on this song. The sounds that he chooses to rock over on this particular, it's just different. The organs, it's a bunch of shit going on in this song, but it's so melodic. It's so, to me, ahead of its time, and I'm getting real interested as to what direction this album is starting to go in. Next song is Good News. Good News. Is this even a rap song? I don't know. I'm being honest, I do not know if this is a rap song. It got some rap elements to it. Here's the thing, is some of these songs are starting to border on alternative. I'm getting Radiohead vibe, but this song is laid back, but it makes me feel good at the same time, and it's somber, which is crazy. I watched the video, and the video is very touching. It really shows him being authentically himself, you know, beginning in the studio and just showing what his personality is, which he seems to me to be a humble cat, respect the art form. Next song is I Can See. Oh my God, this song. What is going on this album right now? He's singing all over this motherfucker. This whole album is a lot of singing. It's going back and forth between a little bit of rap and a whole lot of singing. Again, it defies definition. I don't even know what the fuck genre this song is. I really don't. Just call it alternative right now, because if he wasn't Mac Miller, if he was just a dude, be honest, a white dude that was doing this who had never spit those real ass bars that he's known for spitting, I think we probably would just call this an alternative joint. But just the way he put the swag on it, you can hear hip hop swag underneath what's going on with the singing over this beat that I don't even know what this beat is. Is it again like Radiohead? Is it like some laid back R&B, some Human League type shit from back in the day? I don't know. This shit is fire. And every time he shifts gears to either a different melody with his voice or a different style, whether it be going from singing to rapping to singing, he makes the transition effortlessly, authentically, and beautifully. I'm feeling this album right now. Next song, Everybody. Listen, let me talk to y'all real quick. For my real heads out there that have been rocking with me, that know we be on this Griselda, this East Coast, this authentic ass hip hop shit, this ain't really feeling like that type of shit. I need y'all to stay with me right now, because if your ears are working properly, you're going to turn this on and be amazed. This album is starting to be crazy. You know, I do the bar system. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. Right now, this album is at 5 bars. Only thing that can happen now is if he lay a whole bunch of eggs on this bitch, drop a whole bunch of bricks. That's the only thing that can stop the momentum of this album right now. Right now, he at 5, and I don't even know how many. I'm in 6 songs out of 12, and this dude is crafting a masterpiece. You have got to hear this album. This song, Everybody. I swear to God, I'm getting John Lennon vibes, authentic John Lennon vibes, like independent of who this dude is. I'm not doing this because I had to think about this. Am I so amazed at how high the level of musicianship and artistry is on this project because it's Mac Miller and he's exceeding my expectations for what a rapper might do? So I listened to it with that in my head and separated Mac Miller, the rapper, from what I was listening to. I just pretended like it was any other dude making a song. Do that when you listen to Everybody. Just don't even think that it's Mac Miller. Pretend it's somebody else. The shit's still fire. It's not grimy East Coast hip hop, but this shit is fire, dog. Just the live drums on this motherfucker and the attention to detail. Come on, man. I debated whether to play this motherfucking song, Woods, next song on the album, and I decided not to. Not because I'm worried about the demonetization. We already did that shit at the beginning, right? You got to go wherever Mac Miller and his people, you got to go wherever the estate of Mac Miller can benefit from this, and go click it over there. I'm not going to play it over here. Looking at my notes, I just said when I heard this song, oh my God, it's got like a old school 80s R&B feel to it, but with a 90s beat though. He's stretching all over the place. He can do a lot of shit very well. And I'm starting to understand just how powerful this dude's voice really was. Like, a lot of people just see him as a rapper on stage and a white boy. He smoke, drink, whatever. He's not that dude. I'm just telling you, just from listening to what I've heard so far, he is so much more than that dude. This is a fucking true artist that I'm listening to right now. Next song is Hand Me Downs. It's a great fucking song. That's a great song overall. This is a bluesy kind of song with a little bit of a hip hop element to it, just the swag, the way he carry it. And I'll be honest, just listening to this song, getting ready for this show, not really paying attention to the video at all, I almost cried listening to this song. I really did almost cry. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but I almost cried listening to this song. I was on the brink. And then in the middle of it, I just started watching the video. And then that made me cry. Not gonna fucking lie. And why did I cry when I listened to the song and watched the video? Because the song is so good. It's so different. It's so far outside the field of something that you would expect from Mac Miller, but it's done so incredibly well. You have to listen to the song. And then when you watch the video, you see him playing these instruments, drums, guitar, bass, I think it was. You see the kind of studio he was in with the old school analog equipment. You get the idea that he's really serious about the music. And when I was watching the video, I thought to myself, this is what we could have had. This guy was on the brink of maybe breaking out. This dude is probably one of the realest rappers ever. Probably one of the realest rappers ever. And why do I say that? This ain't even a rap song, but I'm talking about Mac Miller here being the realest because he was authentically who the fuck he was. That's just all he ever, only thing I ever see from dude when I turn on a video is him being who he is and not running from that shit. When I listen to these songs, I see him bearing his soul. I see him being who he is. He do got swag. He do got crazy fucking lyrics. He is emotional at this time. Probably going through some things mentally, you know, depression. We've all gone through it. But yeah, he was one of the realest to ever do it. And when I watched this video and I saw what we'd lost, what was yet to come, it fucked with me bad. Let's make this real quick because I don't want to talk y'all to death. Y'all know I know how to talk. And I'm going to just go through the rest of these songs and what I think about the album real quick. But we talk about my emotions when it comes to this album. I had a conversation with somebody where I talked about how I'm connected to the universe. And my connection to the universe has a lot to do with music and certain shit that will just grab me. It will touch me. It'll put me in a whole different mood. Maybe it does that for you as well. You could talk about that in the comment section. This song grabbed a hold of me and I'm connected with the universe again through music. And I allowed that to happen. I allow music to take me where the fuck it's going to take me. And this dude is at a very high level of artistry, or he was when he was crafting these songs. So let me get right down to it. There are no duds on this album. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 bar being the weakest, 5 bars being the best it could possibly be. Mac Miller's at 5 bars. I want to give him more. I want to give him 20 bars. The album is fire. I'm so glad that I paid attention when this album dropped and I decided to give it a listen and bring it to you. This is the perfect album for smoking and going the fuck to sleep. Trust me, try that shit. Smoke and then go the fuck to sleep. This album transcends all genre. It is a genius piece of work. It's right up there with the best works from Sting and Genesis and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I said the shit. Please listen to this album today. The whole thing all the way through. Get nice before you do. So all I gotta say is, Mac Miller, thank you. I'm Mike Powers. I'm out.